Good morning. Today we are going to discuss the theory of Kelsen, Hans Kelsen. His school is also called as Vienna School because he was from Vienna. His school or his theory is called as pure law theory. Why it is called as pure law theory? Because what he says, legal theory should not be mixed up with other social science. The theory of law must be pure. It must be free from ethics, politics, sociology, history and other social sciences. He is not denying the existence of other social science. He says that those sciences are there, but legal theory should be different. It is different from others. You should not check the effectiveness of law and legal theory. Okay, we are going to criticize him on this point, but the way he thought was legal theory is different. Legal theory must be pure. It should not be connected with any other social science. Okay, now he is positivist. He believed in law actually laid down. Who are positivists? The jurists who believe in existence of law as they are laid down, means man-made law, existence law. Austin is also positivist. Kelsen is also positivist. Both are positivist because they believe in law actually laid down. But both are different. Both come from analytical school only. Austin is also from analytical school. He is the founder of that school. And Kelsen is also analytical, belongs to analytical school only. But both are different. Why both are different? Because when Austin has mentioned his theory, there was monarchy. Therefore, what he saw the monarch who gives a command and that should be followed. Therefore, the definition of Austin is what? Law is a command of sovereign backed by sanction. But when Kelsen was there, Hans Kelsen was there, at that time many of the countries had adopted their own written constitution. So he had seen the constitution. Therefore, the concept of law of Kelsen is different. He says that the law is what? A set of norms. And these norms are based upon a grand norm. That is an important norm which is a base like a constitution, because all the laws are made according to the procedure which is mentioned in the constitution. If any law which is against the constitution, it will be declared as null and void, isn't it? Therefore, the area or the time is different of Austin and Kelsen. Therefore, the definition is different, but both are positivist. Okay, means the similarity between Austin and Kelsen is what? That both are positivist. A theory of law must deal with law actually laid down, not as it ought to be. Therefore, he is similar to Austin. Both are positivist, but they are different also because the time was different. Okay. Now, another concept of Kelsen is what? The theory of law must be distinguished from law itself. Means law is different and legal theory of law is different. Law consists of heterogeneous rules. And the function of theory of law is what? To organize all those rules into a single orderly pattern. Okay. Therefore, legal theory is different and law is different. Law is heterogeneous. It will be made for different subject matter. But the legal theory will remain the same. Legal theory is the base. Okay. Legal theory will provide for principles, doctrines, precepts, and law will be following those doctrines. Therefore, he says that law consists of heterogeneous rules and the function of the theory of law is to organize them into a single ordered pattern. Okay. The next concept is a theory of law should be uniform. What he says, okay, law is heterogeneous, law can be different, but the theory should be uniform. It should be applicable at all times and in all places. It should not be different according to the different country and places. Means he says that legal theory should be same. It should not change. Though the country changes, though the time changes, legal theory should not change. Okay, law may differ based upon the culture, based upon the concerned parliament, the views of the people, public opinion. The law may change, but the legal theory should not change. Okay. Now, what is theory of law then? Theory of law is knowledge of norms. What is law then? Law is a norm. Okay. Now knowledge of laws or knowledge of norms means knowledge of ought. Law is what? A norm, a rule. Okay. Now what is a norm? It is in a form of a ought. Means if A happens, then B should happen. If A commits crime, then he must be punished. Means a norm comes in a form of a ought. He must be punished. He shall be punished. A thief should be punished. A criminal should be punished. But it may happen that he may go undetected. He may not get punished. Okay, whatever. But the norm remains the same. Therefore, norm never changes. So, knowledge of law is knowledge of norms. Norm comes in a form of ought. Ought means a norm. A norm is a proposition in a hypothetical form. He says, if X happens, then Y ought to happen. But if it does not happen, the proposition remains good. Okay, means the norm will be there. Though, as per the norm, the things may happen or may not happen. A criminal must be punished, but he may be punished or he may not be punished. Whatever happens, but the norm remains that the criminal must be punished. Okay. Now what he says, in a country there will be heterogeneous kinds of norms. Means heterogeneous rules and regulations. Heterogeneous laws will be there. And a dynamic system is there where numerous laws are being created. Numerous norms are being created. Dynamic system is one in which fresh norms are constantly created, and the basic norm is what? The grand norm. The grand norm is there to check the validity, to give the sanctity to these norms. Science of law is the knowledge of hierarchy of normative relation. The legal system will get developed slowly when new laws, different aspects of human conduct is being governed by the norms. Means the norms are being created for various aspects. And afterwards what will happen? Based upon the grand norm, the basic norm, that is our constitution, different kinds of laws will be made and they will be based on the constitution, and thereafter there will be concretization. Gradually there will be concretization of grand norm. Okay, means he is telling that what is a norm? Norm is a hypothesis. Okay, now this is based upon a grand norm. From the base, a legal system broadens down in a gradation, becoming more and more detailed. As we have done, we are having a constitution as a grand norm, and based upon that grand norm, different laws are being created, different executive acts and government rules are being made. And what we do? We check it. Whether whatever decision the president has taken, the PM has taken, the parliament has taken, whether it is proper or not. How we check it? Whether it is constitutional or unconstitutional. Okay. Now, what are the features of grand norm then? Grand norm is only power conferring and does not impose sanction. As Austin has stated, law is a command, and if it is broken, then he will be facing the sanction. Here the grand norm is only giving powers. But if the powers are not exercised and all, there will be no sanction. Grand norm is only power conferring and does not impose sanction. Legitimacy of a grand norm depends upon principle of effectiveness. Means grand norm means our constitution, whether it is legitimately followed or not. How we are going to check? We are going to check it by effectiveness. We are going to see whether every organ, every person, every executive, every department, whether they follow the constitution or not. They must follow. But we are going to check whether they are following or not. Means we are going to check the effectiveness of the grand norm. When grand norm ceases to derive minimum of effectiveness or support, then it ceases to be the basis of legal order. Means if people are doing anything, whatever they want, they are not following the constitution, it means what? The grand norm has ceased to be the base of the legal order, and then there will be chaos in the society. There will be no law and order. Everything will be unconstitutional. There will be chaos. We'll rush to the court, to the Supreme Court and all, to see and to protect our constitution. Like that, in that form, Kelsen has explained that if grund norm ceases to derive minimum of effectiveness or support, then it ceases to be the basis for legal order. This is the discussion done by Kelsen. What he says, there are norms. What is a law? Law is a norm. Heterogeneous kinds of norms are being created. They will be checked. They will get their sanctity by grund norm. And slowly, when many laws are being passed governing the human conduct, it means the dynamic legal system is being established. Okay, this is the definition, or you can say the views of Hans Kelsen. Okay, he is also been criticized. What he says, theory of law should be pure, but we have already seen that law, jurisprudence and other social science are interrelated with each other. You can't learn law by just learning law. It is a statement of Radcliffe. You have to know about politics, economics and all. Therefore, whatever he is telling, that is wrong. It cannot be, law cannot be pure, legal theory cannot be pure. You cannot understand law and the legal system unless you know the society. Okay, therefore this view of his is wrong. If by whatever means effectiveness of grund norm is to be measured, Kelsen's theory will not remain pure. Means we are going to check whether grund norm is effective or not. How you are going to check? Whether the people are following it or not. Whether all the organs, the departments, the government is following it or not. It means you are checking the effectiveness of grund norm. It means you are taking help of some other factors. It means social factors. It means you are connecting it to sociology then. So your theory, your law will not be pure. So Kelsen's views relating to that the theory of law is pure is wrong. It cannot be pure because it is based upon the society. It is relating to human being, and the human being is connected with, we have seen he is governed by, or he is being studied, and for that different social sciences are there. Politics, economics and psychology, psychiatry and all. Therefore, legal theory is not pure, it is connected with other social science. Kelsen failed to draw the distinction between effectiveness which make people obliged to obey and effectiveness which make them feel to obey. What is effectiveness? I told you people should follow the constitution. Everybody has to follow the constitution. Okay, all are following the constitution, all are following the laws. We have to see whether they are following it willingly or not. Means he has not made that distinction whether they are obliged to follow, compulsory people are following it without any willingness, like that it is there, or the people are following it willingly, happily and all. That distinction he has not made. Kelsen failed to draw a distinction between effectiveness which make people obliged to obey and effectiveness which makes them feel an obligation. As per, in a general manner you can say people have to follow the law willingly, then that effectiveness is proper. But Kelsen has not made this distinction. Okay, this is Kelsen's theory. Okay, bye bye. See you in the next video.